Today I'd like to do a short video just recapping the 50 that I have posted so far in an effort to give people that are looking for information about Armenia perhaps a more direct route. I think the videos are titled properly, but hopefully this additional information will help you get to the areas that you want to learn more about. My name is William Hutchison. I, along with my wife, own Armenia Colombia Realty for expats in Armenia, Colombia, where I've lived for 12 years. I started the series with an intro to our company and the focus that we feel is necessary for protecting the financial interests of people coming here from other countries. It's common in Colombia, as I've covered in videos. I'm not going to go into depth, but there are two price systems in Colombia. It's cultural. It's definitely in Armenia, and the prices are one for Colombians and one for what are termed gringos. I can assure you that the gringo never gets the better price. Our focus is to make sure with our experience here, my wife is Colombian, and my almost 13 years in Colombia, that expats get a fair shake. In the real estate area or anything else that you purchase here, you will pay at most market value, and we'll work to see, or at least to try, for better pricing. We followed our operating procedures, how we conduct our affairs, how we are different. The Colombian real estate area has no MLS system, no discipline for agents, no registration, no licensing, no education. So things are, to say the least, unorganized. We operate a little bit differently. We operate transparently. We have also adopted the American Code, the American Realtor Code of Ethics, as our standard operating procedure. I understand it's voluntary, but it's our way of doing business in Colombia. Yesterday I followed up with a video about getting gringoed, and you can learn things there. There's a couple of tips to help you avoid getting gringoed, but in dealing with us, we'll make sure that you aren't gringoed. Our third video presented a 7-step plan, the 7 steps in sequence to retire in Colombia. There's no magic to it. There's thousands of people that have come here, immigrated here, others to many other countries in the world for many years. They don't need a course to figure out how to get to their adopted country. There's a further video that I did maybe a week ago, warning people about paying for those sorts of courses. You don't have to. The information in my third video is free. If there's anything in there that isn't clear, I'm going to do a follow-up on it and go into more depth probably in the next week. Then just get a hold of me, and I'll clear up any concerns as far as I can for you. Most of our content, as you can imagine, has been directed at retirees. We have looked at those of you that have equity that can come here and buy. Our recommendation, as always, is to rent first for at least 6 months if you don't know Armenia, and then make your decision to buy. You can continue to rent. There's no There's no issue with that. You can come here for very little and get yourself set up in at least the equal of your place where you're living now, and have a car. Food is very inexpensive. It's just a cheaper place to live. There are some things that you have to know. First of all, the visa process. It's not magic and it's not difficult. They ask for documentation, you provide it, you get the visa. There's ways of simplifying the process. For example, right now with the exchange rate, more or less, if you buy for 90,000 US, which will get you a nice condo in a high-rise building, pool in one of the better barrios of Armenia, you get the 3-year property owner visa, which can be renewed for a further 2, and then you have residency. At 5 years, if you have residency, that visa renews every 5 years. It's a nice visa to have, short of citizenship. Citizenship takes a long time, and I don't know why that is, but it is. As far as the postings for property and those sorts of things, we covered the price of food. I did a comparison as well with the United States market. I think, to be fair, the price here is probably 30% of what you pay in the United States. Some items are close. Dairy products seem to be similar. Butter, for example, is more here, but fruit and vegetables are a small fraction. Most no more than 20% of what you're paying there. I think diet is better here. The food is fresher. It's more ripe when it comes off the vine because of the days to ship a product. They have to take it off the vine green. So we covered that. We covered the cost of appliances, and there's many videos. There might be 10 of places to rent or buy in the better barrios, and our comments are in there with respect to each. You can follow along with the comments, pause the video, have a look at the listing as I'm commenting, and see at least what the market is right now. I don't think it's going to change a lot. The prices might go up a little, but I think the peso, and my experts confirm that with the large banks and foreign exchange clearinghouses, that the peso is likely going to weaken again into the distant future. They're not just saying the next month or so. They're calling for the peso to weaken over years. That brings me to the end of the video. I know there's not a lot of new information here, but it might direct you to the area that you want to look in. Keep in mind that the barrios, there's only 3 or 4 suitable for expats in my mind. There's fringes on others, but the main barrios I have itemized and shown what's available for both rental and for purchase. One request. I want to thank my subscribers, but the YouTube algorithm is driven by subscribers and likes. And in order for my videos to get out to more people, which is really the reason for starting the channel in the first place, to get information out to as many retiring or retired people as possible, I need subscribers and likes. I would be very appreciative of if you would help me do that, so others like you that are looking for possible places to retire get the information that I and others have been able to put together. I'm specifically on Armenia, but there is other YouTubers that are putting together a lot of information about Colombia. That's it for today. I'm William Hutchison, Armenia Colombia Realty for Expats. I live in paradise, and you can too.